Hey, Jim Duncan with Nest Realty, RealCentralVA.com here in Charlottesville, Virginia. So Jeremy, we're seeing, I know I am, you are, we're all seeing interest rates rising, touching 5% for the first time in 10, 12 years, sustained at that level. We're not quite seeing the market slow, but we are seeing that some houses are getting 3 to 4 offers instead of 8 to 12 offers. I've had buyers who are explained to me that they are lowering their budgets, $10, $20, $40, $50,000 from where we started even 3 or 4 months ago. The rapidity of increase is significant, I think. We started this year in the 3% range, and now we're touching 5%. The speed is significant. It's easy for you and me to say that 5 is low because we've been doing this for a long time. But for the generation of buyers who are accustomed to 3% and 2%, 5 is pretty darn high. I'm guessing that we're going to see not a reduction of prices necessarily of homeowners, but a decrease in the percentage increase in value that they're going to see this year. I think we're going to see some buyers are going to push to get under contract and closed as soon as possible. You're going to see some sellers are going to jump on the market to try and take advantage of what might be a tail end of this significant boom. But what I don't see is a reduction in demand. Despite the increase in prices and increase in rates, we still have a lot of home buyers who want to buy homes. We still have a lot of people who want to get settled and put down roots, and we're just not creating enough inventory to satisfy that demand. So I think it's, we're, nearly May 2022. I think we're going to be seeing some changes in our market that will kind of be fast and then slow. So I'm curious to see what you're seeing in your market.
Well, Jim, I want to thank you for a couple of things. One, you reminded me that we've been doing this for a very long time, so thank you for that. And also, you introduced me to a new word, rapidity. Yeah, hadn't heard that one before. So, you guys are smart out there in Whoville. It doesn't look like we are seeing demand really ease yet, and we're starting to have some of those conversations of people looking to maybe move down a little bit in their price point or move down to a wholly different price point. We're having a few of those conversations. Truthfully, I have not heard a lot of discussion within the office of buyers really taking that action yet, but I'm sure it's coming. But you're right, 5% is still a relatively low interest rate compared to what they have been historically. Mike Simonson of Altos had said something recently, and I want to say it was something like the historical average over the last 40 years was something like 12 or 14%. So even at 5%, it's still significantly lower than the historical average. But you're right. There's probably going to be a push in demand in order for people to kind of lock in those rates sooner than later. So I do think that's coming. But we are not seeing the supply side change, and the demand side is not really changing either. So all of this is just our best guess, but with the benefit of time and experience, that's what I think we're likely to see as well. Change is coming, but I don't think change is coming to the effect or to the extent that it was. I know. Let me say that differently. Change is coming, but not to the extent that we saw in 2008, 2009, 2010. We will see a plateau in home sales. I think end of this year, beginning of next year, because this is like a train. It takes a long time to slow down, but it's going to slow down. I don't see anything falling in terms of value, but I do think we're coming up on a new plateau, and interest rates are going to be the first braking system to get us there. So that's what I got. I'm enjoying this back and forth. Jeremy Hart with Nest Realty here in the New River Valley.